to me, recovery is overcoming obstacles that have been set up against you, whether they have been set up through trauma, set up through genetics, however they might have come. I believe that recovery is overcoming them. And that doesn't mean that you get past them and that nothing ever happens or that you forget about them, but that you move forward in a more healed manner and that you have the tools that you need to use to cope. My life has changed drastically since I began my healing journey. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and as overwhelming as that diagnosis was, it was also somewhat of a relief because I could put a name to some of the behaviors and some of the symptoms that I was experiencing. I've learned grounding and how to bring myself back to the present when I'm feeling some type of anxiety or when I'm having a hypomanic episode. I take deep breaths. I can count backwards from 100. I can do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is just observing what I hear, what I see, what I smell, what I feel. I go to a therapist regularly to make sure that I'm supported in that way by a professional. So when it comes to work, it can be sometimes a struggle whether or not to disclose and who to disclose to. And that's with work, personal relationships, and all types of interaction with other people. But with work specifically, my job has been pretty supportive with making sure that I have what I need emotionally in order to do my job in an effective manner. What I tend to tell people who are still struggling is that the pain ends. Sometimes you can go through very severe emotional, mental pain, and it feels like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no rainbow that is going to come, and that this is how you have to live in misery, and that's just not the case. One of my favorite quotes is, if it's not good, then it's not the end. So keep going, keep pushing, keep trying, try new things, find a great therapist that fits. There are brighter days to come, and that's how I try to encourage people who are struggling to keep going. Even if you have setbacks, take those setbacks and use them as learning lessons for going forward.